Circus is a very powerful tool that allows the youth to discover themselves and to discover that they can achieve a lot more than what they believe they can. Because every single time you try to learn a trick, you have to drop the ball countless times, pick up the ball countless times before you actually nail the trick. I'm actually a trained social worker and counselor. My personal belief is that you need to engage with youth at risk who has a lot of energy to expend. And Circus works perfectly because they like to take risks, and we teach them to take risks in a positive manner. My passion lies in working with youth at risk via Circus. We actually had this a student from secondary school. He's 15 years old, but he's he had to repeat Sec 2. Shorts, tattoo extending beyond his shorts. Tried to spike the teacher's drink with drugs. He was caught. But this guy showed a lot of potential, and within 13 sessions, he managed to learn fire twirling in our program. He never gave me any kind of discipline problems in my program. Juggling is something that's difficult, and hopefully they pick up perseverance in the process. Things like the Diablo and plate spinning, they are quite easily attainable. This gives them instant self-esteem. I grew up in a one-room flat, playing football with the neighborhood kids. Where you see your friends, all your football mates, glue sniffing. I remember in a particular incident, one of my neighbors was actually taken away on Chinese New Year Eve for suspected drug abuse. And that sort of like made me want to go into social work in university. Cirque du Soleil, it's big. They're world famous. So they actually have a social arm called Cirque du Monde, in which they actually send their instructors to different parts of the world to work with youth at risk. That was when I feel that, hey, maybe this is actually a very good intervention tool for youth at risk. When we started trying to knock on the doors of schools, I think there was a lot of naysayers when people were saying that you want to do circus for a living. Why don't you really start working first, and maybe in your when you're 40s, when you have accomplished something in your career, then you go on to do your passion. So for us, I think there's no better time. The best time is now.
Back then I was in secondary school, I was a latchkey kid. Basically, I didn't want to go home because it's so boring at home, talking to four walls, so I decided, hey, let's go loiter around the neighborhood, destroy some property, damage some things, draw some walls, and get into trouble for myself. After the program, basically, I have a focus. I want to do something, I learn to target it, and then to attain the goal. I've been going around schools, teaching students a workshop, how to use the life skills. It can be more of a focus on how they can improve their life, break the poverty cycle, or for some, just be a better person. Yeah.
Circus is a very powerful tool that allows the youth to discover themselves and to discover that they can achieve a lot more than what they believe they can.